You are tired, and when you make decisions in that way, you make not as wise choices. I was going to say other words, but I'm going to go that way. I'm going to be political there. Not as wise choices. Well, hello, Leo. It's your favorite attorney and real estate investing psychic medium. Yeah, it's Don Rima Rivera, and I am here to give you a reading for the week. Let's see what Spirit and Universe has to share with you and help you along this very, very interesting week. The first full week. No, it's not true. It's the second full week, isn't it? The second full week of August. All right. The energy underneath the deck is your energy of your environment. These are the things that are around you this week. They're going to help you or hurt you, or depending on how they're going to work with you. But the best part is knowing what it is. You can make it work to your advantage no matter how good or bad. The good part is a 10 of cups. I'm loving it. 10 of cups energy. So the energy around you this week is helping you succeed, helping you to thrive, helping you to grow. So make sure that this week that you tap into all of all that has been there for you. Remember, you planted seeds along the way, Leo. You always plant seeds along the way. You help other people by your strength. Your strength gives them strength quite often. More importantly, you help to pull them with you, pull them along. And so you've given a lot of favors along the way. This week is going to be a week where everybody wants to help you as well. So no matter what's happening, and I'm hoping it's good news in there, because sometimes when you get this environment, it's kind of telling you that this could be a difficult week. So you may have to call upon your family and friends and the people who owe you a little bit of favors. Let's hope that's not the case. Let's go to your cards. Oh, your cards. Oh, tired. Four of Wands. You are tired, Leo. Oh my goodness. I don't blame you. Leo, it's been a long, hot summer, and there has been a lot of activity, a lot of craziness going on in our world, and I do not blame you that you're tired. And this card is telling you very clearly this week, if you are tired, make sure you do not make decisions on a tired mind that can impact you for a long time to come, okay? Short-term decisions is not a problem, but if you're making long-term choices, this is not the time to do them. Because when we are tired, sometimes we surrender to the things that we know we should hold strong to. Oh, well, I know location is not important, but the price is important. No, location, 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 the first rule in real estate, right? Oh, I know that I can get a better deal here, but I don't really want to wait because no, listen to yourself. Again, when you are in this environment where you feel tired, where you feel just exhausted, the very last thing you do is make decisions because, again, you just want the easiest, shortest route between 2 points, which is a line, a straight line. But that straight line sometimes can bring you disaster. If you pay too much for property, if you buy a business and you pay too much for a business, if you make a leap and buy a business that is awful and you don't have any money coming in, how good is this? I mean, if you wind up in a relationship that will not work, but you take it because you're settled. Do you know how much problem that will bring to you? Again, I'm just giving you, I'm not saying any of these fit you specifically, but what I am saying is, sorry, that's something in my eye real quick there. But what I am saying to you, and Mid, I want you to understand, is that this week, do not make decisions, be the long-term impactful decisions, because again, if you are as tired as this energy is telling me, and again, the universe is trying to cheer you up, it's trying to shake you out of your malaise, it's trying to wake you up and give you energy, but you are tired, and when you make decisions in that way, you make not as wise choices. I was going to say other words, but I'm going to go that way. I'm going to be political there. Not as wise choices. Next card out is the Four of Coins. Look at that. This is your budget. This is the budget card, and I just told you about it. And this is two fours. When you are through with this, please go and check out, type in Google, angel number 44. Find out what it means, because it's super important, because those are the two first cards, and that's all about you this week. So find out what the angel number 44 is, and then make sure you understand that. Now, again, going back to this reading, you're tired, and you're tired of finances. Again, you're fighting uphill with finances. You're fighting uphill with your budget. You're fighting uphill with expenses. And of course, we have the summer season where things are slower. So if you're a contractor, you're probably experiencing a slower turn in your business. If you are looking at vacations and then you're expending money on vacations and now your budget is a bit blown, you're thinking, oh my goodness, how long is this going to take to recoup for this? Or if you're planning the rest of the year out and you're looking at things and you don't know what your budget's going to look like because you don't know what expenses are going to be. All these things are part of that. This is not a good week. Don't do your budget this week. Don't plan your budget this week. Don't sit there and try to fight with your budget this week because that's a long-term project. And if you make decisions and you cut things out drastically this week that you may not choose otherwise if you were well rested, then you'll regret that. So let's not put ourselves in regret land. Let's make sure that we're being very upfront with ourselves, that we're pacing ourselves, that we're making choices based on what is needed now. So again, if you have to pay a bill and you're a little short on one bill versus another, which bill's the most important? You're going to keep a roof over your head, yes. You're going to keep your car working because you need to take the car here and there, and you're going to feed the kids and the family, right? So those are the three things that get priority one right off the bat: a roof over your head, food in your belly, and a vehicle because you need to get back and forth to work. From that point forward, then what can we shave? Is it one less Starbucks a day? Is it one less meal out a day? Is it shopping for a cheaper cut of meat? I know the prices have gone up even more, and and again the numbers are supposed to go up even more. But we can find ways in our budget to slice a little things out in that sense. These things are not long term. Again, this is whichever cut of meat you choose this week. If you're choosing a mostly chicken week, if chicken's cheap this week, and again beef has just gone through the roof. When you look at these prices, you can find ways to cut that are not long term. They're just, again, for this week, for next week, whatever. If it's a cable bill, maybe you should visit the cable bill and say, you know what, do I need all of these services on this cable bill? Do I need all these streaming things? Let me get rid of some of these. Do I look? And so, this is something that you could do because, again, you're in that malaise and saying, I don't watch all this stuff. I don't know why I even have it, right? So you get rid of some of that. There's all kinds of ways that you can do this without, again, having major impact long term. This is like, okay, if you were looking at buying a house and you're like, oh, I'm not going to do it now because this isn't the week to make that decision. Again, because that's a long-term commitment, and you may have the best deal in the world, and this may be the best time in the world if you are in the right reasonable state of mind. And because a good deal, when it comes, it doesn't wait for you to get your house in order first. A good deal comes because the good deal comes. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on here, Palace of Coins. I love this, Palace of Coins. Palace of Coins says, if you take care of the finances this week, if you continue to focus on your finances and you don't make really rash decisions and you're just kind of dealing with things, the house will correct itself. The balance will find itself. It'll correct itself. So know that. Just take a few little steps along the way this week. Take care of your economics. Make sure you're cutting a little here and there. Make sure you're spending within your budget. Make sure you don't go overboard. If there's a major expenditure that comes along that you weren't expecting, which could happen, but this doesn't say this. And let me say that if it does happen, then figure out a way to get it fixed, whatever it is. But I'm not getting that energy here. I'm just saying it's a possibility, because what I'm getting here is, more importantly, you're just tired. You're tired because every week you fight the same financial beast. But I'm also trying to let you know that this is not the week to fight the long-term beast. This is just a week to fight the balanced budget situation. So balance your budget. Make sure that you're moving forward into next week with an economic picture that's not as grim as you think it is. And you're finally going to get your second wind. And again, the universe is trying to give you that. But know that they're taking care of you, because that house, that Palace of Coins, along with the Palace of Cups, is telling you things are going to get better. This could say that, hey, maybe by the end of summer, you're going to get a raise, a promotion. You may get a bonus, or you may get some price cuts somewhere along the way. You may get a budgetary benefit of some kind here and there. You may even find that you're paying for some streaming services or some other subscriptions you didn't even know you were supposed to, and you got rid of them. Again, those things are the things you can do. All right. With that said, I'm going to pull one more card, and that's the Queen of Cups. Be patient. The Queen of Cups is a very patient energy. Be patient, make the changes, because a queen is very patient to change, and she will help the change. She will facilitate the change in a very smooth manner. So be patient, make the little shifts and changes you need along the way to work toward eventually getting all this in control. Love this energy for you. Hang in there, Leo. You got this. You're strong. You can do this. No, I have no doubt. But more importantly, you can come through this roaring as always. And that much I know for sure. Let me hear from you. Send me a message. Let me know how this resonates. Love, light, and blessings here from Don at Sonoran Mystic Tarot to you and your family. Additionally, please hit that subscribe button. Help me grow my channel. This is Sonoran Mystic Tarot, as you can see down there. And help hit that share button. Share it out. Let people know we're here. I appreciate it. Thank you much. Have an amazing one. Bye-bye.